Okay, guys, we've got to break this one down. Do you understand? We've got to break this one down because Kaz was never the villain. Listen, no intro right now because I hate the word villain because she has never been a villain on the show. Kaz has never been a villain on the show. So I don't know why the overuse of this word villain is everywhere. It's really irritating because in order for you to be a villain, you need to do the absolute most. Do you understand? Leading somebody on, if you actually were leading them on, doesn't make you a villain. It doesn't. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, my TikTok, subscribe to the channel, head over to the TikTok. A lot of videos coming out today, guys. I'm always blessing you with an abundance of fresh content. So click that button and subscribe because I'm working so hard for you guys. But anyways, we got to get into this. Now, I did say ages ago, oh, I would love for Kaz to be a villain, to lead these men on and, mess them up and so forth. What I meant by that is if she was the main Casa Amor perpetrator. That's the only way you can be the villain. If she was a Michael, where she's leading somebody on from day one. And she's with that, say if she was with Toby from day one, which they were. And she was still with him and they were loved up and they were the strongest couple in the villa, like Michael and Amber. Then comes Casa Amor, he comes in single and she randomly recouples and then becomes this villain. That is what a villain is of the show, do you understand? Somebody of that capacity who undertakes those specific actions in that way, or even Faye now perhaps is becoming one, I would say, with the way she's acting, coming for everybody. Kaz is not a villain. Let's put unseen bits out the window for a minute and let's just go forth with whatever we've seen from throughout the entire show and the last couple of weeks especially. It doesn't make Kaz a villain. The overuse of this word is extremely exaggerated because she's not a villain because of this action. Leading somebody on in a minor situation, a Casa Amor Islander, like one could argue that maybe Anna was the villain because, she came in with Ovi but then went back to Jordan. So is now Anna a villain? Like that word was never used. Anna being a whole villain. Kaz is not a villain. I hate this word and I feel like it's being over exaggerated. When I used it initially ages ago upon reviewing this show in the first couple of episodes or before that, it was direct in reference to her being a main Casa Amor perpetrator, her being a Liam, her being a Michael. Really a Michael is what I meant. That will make you a villain, not somebody who does a minor action like that. It doesn't make you a villain. I want to make that very clear. The only reason it irritates me because I feel like Kaz has never been a villain on this show. Never been a villain on, a villain is such a strong word. A villain, as if you're a Joker from the Batman. That is what you, it's just, stop. People needs to please stop using this word because she was never that in the first place. And I feel like people are just using this word and it carries a lot of meaning which doesn't apply to her. Now, when we get to the unseen bits, which was conveniently showed on Saturday, do you understand? This was conveniently, when I'm spinning, I'm just irritated and I have to just question every point. It was conveniently showed on Saturday. This is when this was shown, and I feel like that in itself was irritated because this is my first time in Love Island history, and I've been reviewing this show in and out from 2017 and consecutively from 2019. I have never done a review of unseen bits. Nobody watches that in the UK when it comes to Love Island. We don't watch unseen bits. People who may have time on Saturday aren't doing much. Maybe they'll flick it on or whatever. But me personally, majority of us, we don't watch unseen bits. So for them not to show this, where Kaz is obviously, there was a scene with the girls where she was with Faye and Millie questioning has she done everything right with the whole Tyler and Matthew situation. And of course, she's saying that she's trying to pull Matthew for these chats, but Matthew is simply not pulling her or wants to be in that space with her. So she's wondering, is he even into me? And Faye said, he is the slug and you are the shell. You're basically on the back of him, trying to carry this on. So if that were to be the case, where it seems that she is more interested in him and she's pulling the chats more and she's grafting more and he is the slug and you are the shell, it definitely kind of, exonerates her.
Handled the situation between Tyler and Matt, right? Because I feel like I have.
Oh my God, 100%.
But I think maybe on your next conversation, be like, okay, Matt, let's have it your way then. And I will just wait for you to pull me.
From this kind of bad behavior that she was doing, people thought that she was leading him on, and that is why she was so confused when he said, I'm done. She was just like, well, I'm the one that's been grafting you, so why are you the one acting mad?
Pull me around like a cart horse, please.
That's too quick a pace.
But it was that was shown, but it wasn't this. Do you understand? It's all about the editing. The thing is, For anybody who thought that Kaz was in the wrong in that situation, they are not wrong people. For every single person, including me, anybody that thought that Kaz was in the wrong in that situation, none of us are wrong for thinking that. We can only review what we view. We can only go by what the producers give us in that hour of time from the 24 hours that have taken place. We don't have any other extra inside info as viewers or me as a reviewer when it comes to this show. So there's nothing that we can do. If that's how we see that somebody's a bad person, we're going to go with that because that's what the producers are giving us. We just don't know. So yes, you could say, wait, is this person? One could now argue, is Faye really rude because something else could have happened? But then it's also like you're going by what you see.
Are they?
He's the slug part of the snail and you're the shell.
Yeah.
Just pull me around with you. Let me know in a year's time if you want to cover 100 metres.
So you're going to react to what you see. It is what it is. That's just the part of the course. But then again, I feel like there was another scene of Unseen Bits where Matthew goes to Tyler and says, you know, what's going on? And Tyler was like, you know, I'm into Matthew, not into Matthew Chuck. Tyler talking about, you know, feeling Kaz, whatever. So he kind of already knew of all of this going on anyways. But the way it was given to us and the way he was reacting, I guess, was as if he was surprised by the situation and he was taken aback from it. And as if he was doing more of the grafting. That part really irked me. The fact that it was actually Kaz trying to pull him for conversations continuously. It was Kaz doing that, not him more. So how can you expect? That's why, you know, she said, how can I'll try give you 100%. But the thing, and he got obviously irritated by that and walked away from the situation. But why would you want somebody to give you 100% when it's apparent that they are not even giving you 100%? I'm so sorry, but if you're having doubts and you're sitting with your girls and you're having conversations about, am I doing everything right? Like, he's not really pulling me, he's very slow with it and everything. Why would you then want to give 100% to that man or to that woman when you having doubts, you don't feel like they're even into you, they're not pulling you for chats, it's more you when it comes to them, and you're clearly putting more of the energy and the grafting. I feel like she's completely been exonerated from the situation. I feel like she has even gone to her girls to kind of get a second opinion, which shows some kind of logic. I don't think that she did anything wrong in the situation now, from what we've seen when it comes to the Unseen Bits. Perhaps when it came to Casa Amor, and she was like, you know, I would have stayed single for Tyler, but I saw you with somebody else, so I picked somebody. Perhaps Matthew thought that I was a side piece, or that I was kind of dragged into it. But really and truly, you should be grateful, because if it wasn't for that situation, or if it wasn't for that postcard, let's be real, nobody would even be discussing you, because you wouldn't have made it past the Casa Amor. That has anything that prolongs your journey on Love Island, you should be grateful about, because it prolongs your followers, your discussion, think pieces, your brand deals perhaps. So I feel like she has given you a lifeline by bringing you into the villa, and now you could actually find somebody else to be along with, and you can go further in this competition because of Kaz. Just like how Aaron, like, if people don't like him, whatever, I thought he was good because he saved Kaz twice. Without Aaron, Kaz would not be here right now. So I feel like that in itself is very important to put into practice. But I feel like it's just really bothered me by the crafty editing that we're seeing here to paint Kaz into being a bad person when she's not. I'm not going to say the word villain because she's never been a villain, but I feel like it's irritated me because we didn't see any of that, and I was seeing it on Unseen Bits where a lot of people are not going to watch that anyways, and it might mean that she'll be dumped tonight, because when they were announced of pick your favorite couple or girl or whatever the hell they had to do, that was in the midst of people disliking Kaz a lot. So a lot of people perhaps wouldn't want to pick her. So, or least liked would probably pick her more, because that voting was announced before before Hurricane Faye. That was announced, and it was announced at the time where everybody was irritated with how Kaz treated Matthew, and Matthew kind of ended the situation. So that leads me to believe that people are going to be more irritated with Kaz, and she could be vulnerable tonight in terms of going home. So I don't want to see that happening. I honestly don't. She's been an OG right from the beginning, alongside the likes of Faye as well, and some of the boys. So are the OG girls? Sharon's gone. Shannon's gone. Liberty, wow, Liberty as well. But yeah, it's just very irritating that we've seen that. And I just had to get into it and discuss it, and I'm keen to see your comments below. A lot of Love Island videos coming out today, guys. A lot of Love Island. I am spoiling you guys with Love Island videos. It's absolutely insane. Let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this. Let me know if I've missed anything else in the Unseen Bits that you guys may have seen in the comment box below. I'm keen to read your comments on the situation. Kaz has never been a villain. I'm saying this again because I hate this word and I'm seeing it everywhere. In order for her to be a villain, she would have to be a Michael. It's simple as that. The bad behavior that we saw that she was doing and how she disrespected Matthew, it wasn't actually disrespect, and she's been exonerated, and we've seen it from the editing and the Unseen Bits, really and truly. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, guys. I'm working overtime every single day. Subscribe. Head over to my Instagram, my Patreon for support, and also my TikTok for daily Love Island content over there as well. And I'll catch you guys soon for another video.